defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings! Brashad Perriman with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And the lead is now an even 30. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. So here come the Lions now.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Again, we'll see the pistol here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Lynch now throwing on third. And he will find his man on the outside. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
It's a big play there for the Lions. 43 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. They were looking for Marshall that time, and now it's second down.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
Here we go. Ohio. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing, Hundley. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So out now come the Lions. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was